And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Ready? Black 45 behind. 54. Line 54. Let's make these babies hot.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last two meetings. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but two incompletions since.
Check. Hey, one set.
From the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
On first and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Watch the shift. Watch twist.
Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Sunday. 3,
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing.
Jameis to throw it. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Winston. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game is starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
65. He's crossing. He's checking crap. 49.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go. Wait, AD! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check right. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 25-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
On first down, here's Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Right there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's the way.
Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the screen. 21. Hey, 2.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Garoppolo, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Here we go, see?
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Wait. Flip it. Check three. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Green, 56.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problems with me.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. 21. Hey, alert. Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
2. 1, Omaha. Hey, exit. Dad.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Winston. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Winston now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Check 31. Check 31. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 27th, Garoppolo. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Oh, he's thinking in. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 39 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Garoppolo. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Undercut. 11. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
13. Check.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be. Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of mid. Field before going out of bounds.
For a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Line 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Great, come with me. 54. Mike, let's go.
Throwing. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington.
21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan base. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert 3. Hey, watch this.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
21. Here we go.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that'll set them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Check right, 45. Bud. Check me out. 45 is the mic. Come to Wild World. We want it. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. But I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
You got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Just like that. 54. Check. Watch 54.
Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead, and it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check four. Deuce.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Check.
White. 21. Here we go. Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Focus, defense, focus.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Here I come again.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
21.
He's back to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
12.
They run with Breida. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check pass. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
One last shot now for Winston. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the start.